Embarrassed right now because I'm wearing this freaking tank top, which I was all excited to wear and stuff because it's really hot down south right now and I'm going down to Fort Myers, Florida. But look at how pale I am. It's freaking outrageously pale. Every part of my body, it's worse than usual. Even when I used to live in New York, being a truck driver, I'm pale. So I'm hoping to get some sun on me. Anyways, embarrassment aside, not to mention I've gained a little bit of weight, probably about 30 pounds since I got into trucking. But you can't really tell. You can't really tell I gained weight because you guys don't know me that well. You don't remember how I looked. If you look to my very first video on this channel, you'll see that I was a skinny, healthy vegan. Very skinny. And I really, really liked being skinny, but it's going to take some time to get back there. Anyways, let's dive into this video. So this video is actually another very important video in my eyes. In fact, the majority of my videos are important. In fact, all of them are kind of important, but not. Some are more important than others. Like, this is more important than my radiation video or my taxation is theft video. In my eyes. You know, but to each his own. And this video is about you. The power of you. I believe because I have seen it with my own eyes, I have experienced it, and there's tons of evidence that can support it. You are powerful. Very, very, very powerful. And they fear your power. They meaning the elites. Oh, Pex, you're talking about the fucking globalists and the elites. Well, what are you talking about them for, you conspiracy nut? I'll tell you. They're actively trying to suppress you. Women are the ones that go out and shop. Go and spend resources that the man makes. Men aren't going to do this. Men go into the store, get their, like I did like 2 weeks ago, I got a pair of shoes at Walmart literally for $10. And I was okay with that. That's what I wanted. I got money. I can spend more money, but I just wanted to spend $10. And a woman will go in there, this pair of shoe costs $110. And I'll get that, and then this, and then that, and then this. And then they'll have a huge cart full of shit that they don't need, spending way too much money on shit that they don't need. Anyways, everything's designed. Women are designed to be suppressed and to suppress men as well. And men aren't designed to be just completely suppressed. Your powers are limited in the idea that they limit you. Now, ultimately, you can make your own decisions. You can create your own destiny. You can create. You are a creator. This is the scary fact that the elites know. And higher conscious average folk would know as well. You are a creator. You are powerful, and it's similar to that of a god, right? I'm not saying you're God, but you are the closest thing that we can observe that has this type of power. Animals have this limit. We don't have a limit. At least that I've seen. I've seen that they've had limits. And we have limits as well, but we make up these limits. These limits are fabricated. These limits are told to us, right? Like, there's physics, so the matrix itself tells you that you're limited in the matrix. But you're powerful, and I want to explain all your powers. And I'll explain some of mine. I'll explain some possibilities. I know that my video, The Power of Intention, that I made a year and a half ago, sounded crazy to people. I'm pretty confident it did, minus that I didn't have many subscribers back then. I had like literally 5 subscribers when I made that video. So I'm pretty confident not many people cared or saw that video. So I kind of want to reiterate your powers and explain and branch off to a bunch of them. So your potential, when not limited, can keep going. Anything's possible. Anything. If you believe that you are limited, you are going to be in a terrible state of your limited nature. Because when you believe that you are limited, you will be limited. There's a quote, I don't remember who says this, but it's something along the lines of this. If you don't believe you can change the world, that only implies that you are not one who will. Apply that to every aspect of your life. If you don't believe that you can do something, you are not going to be able to. My stepdad, when I was a kid, now I've mentioned this before, he's a Christian. He's still a Christian to this day, really deep into his Christianity. And this is the second time I've mentioned him in my video in a row. But he said to me when I was younger, and he said this often, was, if you say something, it will happen. If you say it, if you speak it, it will happen. So if you wake up one day and go, oh, I'm sick, you're gonna be sick. That's the power that you create. It's your understanding of the universe and your belief in it that creates that in which will occur, that will happen. So, it's spelling. Do you know what spelling is? I still got to get into that video. I want to make a big presentation about the occult. But spelling is something that is used in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, witchcraft, Satanism. It's all used. Spelling is rather important. Christianity would be saying God a lot and believing that there is a God, because you spelled it. You said and spoke that there is a God. Now there is one, at least in your belief, at least in your understanding. Yes, I know this sounds like mysticism, and I would have to agree. This is mysticism. Spelling is a mystic aspect to life that is verifiable. That is, you can use this to understand this in types of evidence, in types of all-around understanding. So if you say the words, I can, you will be able to. If you say I cannot, you will not be able to. At least in that moment. At least as long as you have that ideology, it's stuck in your subconscious, and this is the vibration that you're emitting. So spelling is crucial. It will alter your universe. The world around you will alter to that of your understanding and your beliefs and your spelling, etc. It will. So this is a crucial thing to understand. The universe, the things in the universe are not just happening. They are responding. This is something key to understand and to observe with your own eyes. If you believe that shit's just happening to me, I'm just having a bad day, well, that is fake. That is false. No, everything around you that's creating this bad day is responding to you. Very crucial to understand. You are powerful. Realize this. Everything is responding to you. If you're down in Mexico as a white American and you're going down a bad alley, how you are acting in that alley will be that in which will respond to you consciously and everything. So if I'm in Mexico and I'm scared, right? I'm going down a bad alley, it's dark, I'm drunk, bad vibration, bad vibes, scary fear type vibes are happening and emitting from me. Well, what happens in nature? What happens in the universe? Other people would have to respond to that feeling. I might get beaten up, I might get robbed, but if I was going down that dark alley, sober, strong, with a head on my shoulders, chances are I can deter that in which would have caused me harm because of how I'm emitting this frequency, how others are seeing me. When they look at me as vulnerable, look at the bully in school, right? They don't want to pick on somebody their own size, right? They want to pick on the ones that are mentally incapable of handling that. So they give them their lunch money to deter the problem, right? This is how the world works. And if you just stand up to your bully, that frequency of I ain't putting up with your shit, well, what's going to happen? The bully's going to back off. Like I told you guys my story in my video bullying. I told you why I kind of like bullying. Why it's kind of essential for our development. And that in my experience was that I stood up to my bully. I worked out and I strengthened myself and I said to him, yeah, try it. The next year, right? I got bullied all in my 7th grade. I was weighing 120 pounds, very skinny, and big guy that was in 9th grade, 6 foot something, would always pick on me, punch me in the arm, and there's nothing I could do about it. And next year comes around, I've worked out all year. I weighed like 160 pounds, let's say, and I was benching 200 pounds. And I basically said, try it. You know, he came up to bully me the next year. He rode my bus. And I basically gave him that. I flexed on him. I didn't say nothing to him. And he got the gist. It was a vibration. It was a feeling to say, don't fuck with him. But it's how you respond. It's how you emit this energy. If a woman... So this is going into the power of intention. And I've said this in that video, Power of Intention, that if you are a guy going to a bar trying to pick up a woman, you see a woman across the bar, you like this woman and you feel confident about this woman, about getting this woman, achieving this, and to engage in good conversation, whatever, right? And you go up there and your intention is to get her. Well, what's going to happen around you? You're going to get her because that's how you feel. And this is the vibration that you're emitting. You're feeling like I'm going to get this woman. There's a huge chance, unless there's an opposing intention that is greater than yours to achieve, unless that happens, well, you're going to get that woman. Now, if you're going up to that woman like, she's really cute, I don't know if I can get her, but I'm going to try anyways, and you go up to her, what's the feeling that she's going to get? Well, he's kind of going to get me. You know, that feeling is the same that you're emitting and how you're feeling. So if you're a guy that is thinking, well, I'm kind of going to get her, well, that's how she's going to respond. Is that you're not assertive, you're not confident, and you might be lacking something. And I don't want to know what that is because there's a part of you that's missing. And the response will be that of which you put out into the universe. So I've said this many times, and I'll say it again because I really, really like the scenario because it's really changed my life. And as you can see, I'm driving, right? How many times do people cut me off in traffic? How many people almost try to put me in an accident or put me in a scenario that is life-threatening? I bitch. I'm like, oh, fuck you, you fucking idiot. And then instantly, right after that, put a smile on my face. Why is it? Is it really that I'm bipolar or something? No, I'm just a happy guy. And look at this scenario. If you're new to my channel, you haven't heard it yet. So you are waking up in the morning. Alarm clock goes off. You get 4 hours of sleep. And you got to go to a job that you don't like. So the second you wake up, the alarm clock is driving you nuts. You didn't fucking wake up properly or get enough sleep. You slam and get that freaking alarm clock shut off. And you're like, oh, fuck. And you get up, you stub your toe, and things just keep happening. Things keep happening to you. And you think that everything's just bad that's happening to you. However, this is exactly what you are emitting into the universe, and the universe is responding to your vibration. This is 100% factual. So you're in a bad vibration, you stub your toe, you go into the shower, you get out of the shower, You get your coffee, you go to work, and then you hit a bump and your coffee spills on you, and then you're like, fuck, I don't have another change of clothes, I'm almost to work already, I'm already late. You get to work and the boss says, why are you late? You've been late a lot. And, things just keep happening. And notice that things happen how you are feeling. And the second that you feel, you snap your fingers and say, good vibration, and you emit good vibration, those things stop. Why? Realize, wake up. That's how powerful you are. Everything around you changes because of your powers. Your powers to change the things that happen around you. Yes, you are powerful enough to change everything around you. Everything. So it's really key to understand that it's the universe that is responding to you, not the other way around. I can't wait to work out again. I can't wait. Turn this fat into muscle. All right. So, I know people in my life that break down. My mom's one of those people. My mother who adopted me. She has a very weak demeanor, a weak emotion. My brother's going to prison, and she's not doing good in many terms. And she breaks down and cries. And it's sad. And there's a lot of people out there that do this. They just break down. They can't do it. They can't handle it. Well, the reason you can't handle it is because you set a limit, and you told yourself you cannot handle this. So the words and your spelling and your beliefs all combine to limit yourself to not be able to handle it. That is 100% the reason. It's not because you're weak. It's because you're telling yourself that you are weak, and you are making yourself weaker. If you tell yourself you can handle it, and you decide to handle it, things will get better for you. See, the truth is this. If you can handle a situation and change a situation, do so. If you cannot change a situation at all, if you can't change, like, my brother going to prison, if you can't change this, he's already been sentenced and he's going in a few weeks. If you can't change nothing, well, what's the use? It's madness to just break down and cry. And that's your life. That you can't handle it. That's madness. It's crazy. You can either handle it or you can't. You can either change your situation or you can't. And if you can't change it, what is there to do? There is nothing to do. And if breaking down and losing who you are and your strengths and succumbing to that evil, well, that's what you're going to get. Like my stepdad said, if you say it, if you speak it, it will be. So if you say, I can get that woman, you're going to get that woman. Unless there is an intention greater on opposition to oppose that. So understand that that's how powerful you are. The only thing that can combat you is opposing intention, opposing spells. That's the only way. Now, of course, this sounds like mysticism, right? This doesn't sound like something that is empirical or that can be studied, and it's not factual. It's not something that you can grasp and measure. But it is. You can observe this all the time. So do me the favor. When you're in a very, very bad mood and everything's happening to you, do one thing. Stop it. Right on that instant of you being like, no, I ain't doing that. And you put a smile on your face, force a smile. Generally, you'll already start raising your vibration in a positive light. Have you ever seen somebody smile and you felt their energy and felt that they felt good, and then you subconsciously or intuitively, I don't even know what to describe it as, instinctively smile back? Have you ever experienced that? So somebody, you go into a gas station, hey, how you doing, sir? Just a great, happy vibration. You catch that happy vibration, and what happens? Well, you got to respond to that. And generally, you will align to that. But if there's a cashier that's just negative, and you go up there, can I get 20 on pump 4? And the guy goes, yeah, and give you a bad feeling. And you look at that guy like, why are you giving me this bad feeling? You know what I mean? Because that's what you're doing. You're catching that shit. Naturally, we are empathic. We are empathic beings. We catch up and feel each other on the sixth sense, vibration, frequency, and energy. That's how we catch each other in understanding and feeling what we're feeling. We're aligning with each other. We are connected. We are one. We are not, there's no space in between us. Like I said in my video, space does not exist. I made the assumption, the clear understanding that we are one. There's a oneness factor. We are connected. This might not be through measures that you can see, but this is something that you can observe through your sixth sense, through your empathy. You align to people, positively and negatively. So this is how the universe responds to you. So just in consciousness recognizing consciousness, people align. So this clearly shows the power of how you're emitting your vibration. So I suggest you emit your vibration in a good, positive light, because good, positive things will happen to you. You ever hear of karma? That's what karma is. A lot of people don't know what karma is. Just, if you do good, good things will happen. If you do bad, bad things will happen. Well, understand this at the level of your power, your strengths. The power of karma is that in which you emit your frequency and the universe responds to that frequency. That is what truly karma is. It is not, I hope that something bad happens to someone who did something bad to me. That's not truly karma. So, your powers are limitless. The more you're aware of your powers, and the more that you embrace your powers, and the more that you use your powers in an awareness level, like you understand what you're doing with your powers, you can manipulate everything around you. I do this in my day-to-day life. I do this with everybody. I do this with myself. I do this with nature. I do this with everything. Everything responds to your frequency. If you are an enlightened being and you go into an environment where everybody's docile and sheep, well, what happens? You're raising their vibration just by being around them, right? So if I go into a location where people are watching television, boom, I'm enlightening them right from being around them. I don't even have to interact with them. I'm already raising their vibration because of my vibration. They're aligning to me and they're raising their vibration. This happens with a species. This happens with a collective. So if you're in warlike times, and I've said this before, if you're in warlike times, well, what's going to happen to your essence of being in these warlike times? You're going to lower your IQ, you're going to be in survival mode, and everybody around you is going to be aligned to this frequency. However, if I was a hippie and I raised my vibration and I'm throwing this into the universe to raise your vibration, people are going to pick up on that. That's why people say when there's a mass enlightening going on, it isn't just because everyone watched a YouTube video. It's because everyone's aligning to a good, positive, higher frequency and vibration and energy that in which helps other people. And it's something that is tossed into the universe, and it raises the the vibration of the collective. So one person raises the vibration of another, which raises the vibration of another, and in the atmosphere becomes more enlightened. Now, of course, the government and the elite want to suppress this. So they have radio frequencies out there that can take down your vibration. They have fluoride in your water, take down your consciousness. Obviously, tearing down your third eye, making it, render it useless, and limit you. And there's ways to go around this. And if you want to awaken your third eye, which will give you a higher aspect of your sixth sense, so it'll raise all your six senses, it'll raise your empathy, raise everything about you, I would suggest opening it. And how I opened it and how I astral projected 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I astral projected. And it was because I ate vegan. I took out all the chemicals out of my system for a week or so, and I just got enlightened. That was my first huge wave of enlightenment. And literally within the 2 days of the huge mass awakening, I was able to astral project in 2 days. And that was just me not even trying to do it. I mean, kind of. Like, I ended up doing it, obviously. But I would eat oranges and fruits and vegetables I got out of the animal products, and I opened my third eye. And what did I do when I opened my third eye? I started to use it. And I was like, holy fuck, I can use this new power that strengthens all my other powers, and I'm getting new powers, and I just felt like a fucking superhero, right? Like, I have all these new abilities. And that's how powerful you can become, let alone it's limitless. So I want to show you guys that you are a powerful being. You are capable of manipulating the world. And it's very crucial to understand how powerful you can be. But if you limit yourself and you tell yourself through spelling, through the powers that you have to limit yourself, and the powers that be are trying to limit you, you're going to be limited. That's as far as you can go. But if you tell yourself that you are limitless, you will become limitless. And you become emitting a vibration that will allow you to have stronger powers and stronger abilities and stronger capabilities. That's pretty much all I want to talk about in this. I mean, I really could go another, you name it, long, and I keep saying that in my videos, but understand that this is 101 content. I don't want to dive in deep on this stuff. This is all 101 stuff to me. We'll dive deeper in the future about this stuff, but I think you guys understand. And if you have any questions or concerns about what I'm saying, or if you want to debunk what I'm saying, feel free to comment below. Feel free to Skype me and whatever, and explain to me what you understand and where I screwed up and where you can correct me. So yeah, it's OPEX. I'm out. Happiness and longevity to everyone. Have a good day.